Did they have the bomb, or were they close to having the bomb, or does it matter? Marco Rubio is on there, and he's quite a great speaker, probably a future president. And he just said, look, they got 60% uranium. You don't need that. They're building it underground in a mountain. He's like, that's enough for me. We got to go in there. Obviously, Iran has been death to America for the last 45 years. What do you think? Is that a debate worth happening or not? Did the U.S. have to go in?
My line on what we did in Iran is that we did the right thing at the wrong time. We did the right thing at the wrong time. Nobody wants a nuclear-capable theocracy in Iran. And I want to specify that because nobody hates Iran. What we don't like is the Ayatollah and the theocracy that's taken hold of Iran. Iran was a friend of the United States, a friend of Israel, 50 years ago. Right. So it's not like we have a vendetta against Iran. It kills me whenever I see pundits and, hard right-siders come out and say that there's something evil about Iran. There's nothing evil there. There's a Shia state that's a theocracy that wants to expand and run Shia ideology throughout the Middle East and make it a new kingdom again, right? But that's specific to the theocracy. We needed to destroy their nuclear capability, their nuclear weapons capability. We believed that they were enriching up to 60%. Yes, it's the same equipment that takes something from 60 to 90%, but 90% makes it weapons grade, not weapons capable, right? I spent a lot of time in the nuclear missile forces of the Air Force. To actually have a nuclear weapon, you need enriched uranium, true, and a delivery vehicle, and a triggering mechanism, and some kind of consistency in deployment. They didn't have any of the other three. We watch North Korea launch missiles that blow up in the sky all the time.
Yeah, they still don't have that, do they?
Correct.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside I view is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.
Right. Iran has none of that. So what we have is a convenient excuse to make a show out of blowing up these three nuclear facilities that may or may not even be where the 60% uranium is being saved or preserved.
What about a suitcase bomb, though? That kind of changes it.
Well, a suitcase bomb can be done with dirty, nasty nuclear material.
Okay, right.
Right? If you think about it, think about how much damage comes from a nuclear meltdown of a civilian plant. And all of that enrichment is only up to 3.5%.
Okay.
Right?
So Chernobyl, for example.
So we've really not protected anything. All we've done is made sure that they can't take the next steps in creating a delivery vehicle for a clean atomic weapon immediately. Okay. This is my big concern. My big concern is that by bombing Iran, what we've done is send a message, not just to Iran, but also to China and to North Korea and to Russia, that the United States is willing to exercise questionably legal tactics to make sure that you don't compete with us. Which all that does is create a window for them to use questionably illegal tactics to bring us down as well, whether that's messing with our economy, messing with our currency, dirty bombs, biochemical weapons, etc. And that's what scares me the most. Iran promised a response. They didn't promise it's going to be in 5 days, right? The symbolic response that we saw with the rockets that launched on Iraqi bases housing U.S. military personnel, that's just symbolic. That doesn't mean that in 3 years there's not going to be a fucking dirty bomb that goes off in New York City. And Iran already knows that there have been other bombing attempts in Boston, in Central Park, in New York, that have been either barely prevented or not prevented at all.
Yeah. So it's not over. Are there sleeper cells in America?
Absolutely, there are sleeper cells all over the world. A big part of the American defense against sleeper cells, this is comical in my opinion, The big defense that we have against sleeper cells is actually human behavior. When you are a Shia Islamist from Iran and you go to a sleeper cell into whatever, Madison, Wisconsin, 3, 5, 7 years you live undercover there until you start to be like, well, shit, this is way nicer than living in Tehran. And then they just get complacent, like most Americans do, and then they just don't activate. That is the most effective means that we have found to protect against sleeper cells. Because otherwise there's no communication, there's no footprint, there's no digital back and forth. How do you find them? You don't find them until they're activated and actually active. And ISIS is showing us that lone wolf operations across the US are more effective than actually organized long-term sleeper cells. So are there sleeper cells? Yes. Will they activate? Is questionable.
Because we haven't seen an Iran sleeper cell activate.
Right.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.